Alright guys, it's InsaneisEpic here, and today I'm bringing you an OU match with my new sand team versus pyrox. I played this match pretty well, I think. I'd say I played it pretty well, but you see I did get some hacks early on, which really did help, I guess, because it changed the game style for me. I'm not gonna say that it mattered because you'll see why. Alright, so I bring out my Tyranitar to lead, and he's gonna go for the close combat here, which was a pretty obvious play, so I just bring in my Landorus to resist and get the attack drop, so it won't really do much. So now he brings in his Gliscor on my Stone Edge, which is why I didn't want to go for the EQ. So I make a misclick here. I go for the Stone Edge again, but then I see he has Stealth Rock, so I bring out my own Gliscor to absorb the Toxic, and that was a really good play there. He calls out his Rotom Wash as I go for the sub. And now here's where the hack starts. No, I go for the protect, just seeing what he wants to go for. I see the Hydro Pump, so I'm like, alright, let's see what this Ice Fang does. And I end up getting a freeze. So that was really nice. So I pretty much get a free sub, and I get a spam Ice Fangs. So here I just used the Ice Fang, and he brings in his Infernape, which I was really surprised about because now the freeze counter resets on his Rotom Wash. But it was a nice move, I guess, but I wasn't really that great. It didn't really matter at all. So I could just play solid and safe because of the freeze hacks. And now here he thaws out, he misses the Hydro Pump, and I get another freeze, both of which did not matter because I could have just brought in my Gastrodon at any time to absorb it, and I would get a +1 special attack. So here I go for the Protect as he goes for the U-turn here and there. So he calls his Infernape back as I go for the Ice Fang, predicting Gliscor or Haxorus to come in, but that didn't end up being the case, and he protects on my Ice Fangs, so I go for the Protect just to see what he goes for. He goes for the Seismic Toss, which is really nice because I know Blissey's usually carry Seismic Toss. And I go for the Earthquake, which does a lot of damage. And now here, he's predicting I'm going to go for the sub, but I know that's going to happen, so I go for the Earthquake, and I take out his Infernape. That was really a nice play by me. So I just go for the Earthquake on his Blissey as he goes to the Seismic Toss, because he can't do anything. He can't status me. Alright, I know I can live in Outrage from this Haxorus. I get a crit with the Ice Fang, which I did not really... But he makes a... I go for the Protect just to see if he's going to get confused. Because if he doesn't, I can just bring in my Fortress to wall. But he makes a good play. He switches out into his Gliscor, or as I bring in my Fortress. But it turns out that, I mean, he predicted my switch, which was alright, but I switch into my Fortress, which is a defensive wall. So I end up getting 3 layers of spikes, and both the layers of toxic spikes up after I rapid spin. I get my last layer of toxic spikes up. And now here I'm gonna spin away the rocks. And even though that didn't really matter to spin away the rocks, I can just bring in my Gliscor, as I know his Gliscor cannot do jack shit to me. And I get a free sub. And his body slam will not break my substitute because I am because Gliscor is just defensive beast, and he ends up forfeiting with 3 pokes left. I could have just earthquaked / ice fanged, because if he switched out to his Gliscor and then switched back into his Jirachi, fearing the Ice Fang, it still would have KO'd. Plus, his Haxorus is at a low health, so that would have definitely been a 6-0. So, good game, Pyrox. I did get some hacks in the beginning, which helped me play, but I did make some good predictions, and yeah. So, this is InsaneisEpic. Peace out.